What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do something a little different. I posted up some pictures on my Instagram. If you guys aren't following me on Instagram, make sure you go ahead and do that. I'll put a link down below. But I had posted up some of my new bomber crankbaits, the Generation 2 crankbaits that they put out. And those were the flat side A's and the regular flat A's that they put out. And one of the questions that was asked to me is what I thought about doing as far as when people say, oh, I love the crankbaits, but I tend to find a few of them are not swimming true. So I told them, you know what, that's a great idea, and it's time for me to make a video on that. So I just want to basically show you how, with crankbaits, that you do need to tune them. They are a piece of equipment that needs to be fixed sometimes. You're running crankbaits through timber, you're bouncing them off rocks, you're hitting them off of trees, you're hitting them off of docks, you're hitting them off of bluffs, all kinds of things, and crankbaits will get out of tune. It's common. So I'm going to go through my crankbait box here. I'm going to go ahead and pull out one of these new bomber long A's. And what's cool about these, it's a simple process. So if you're fishing a crankbait, and typically what I'll do is if I'm out on the boat or if I'm on the bank or on the kayak, which is coming soon, I'll cast this out a few feet and I'll reel it in. And if that bait is swimming to the left or swim to the right, it needs to be tuned. And it's simple as a pair of needle nose pliers. Now I'll try to get as close as I can to do this, but basically if you're throwing a crankbait and you notice that it's not, you want it to go as true as it can through the water. Now if that bait is going to the left, now my camera is going to be different than yours because I'm filming on my phone. If it's going to the left, you want to basically, and I don't know if it'll focus or not, but on here where the O-ring attaches to this little round circle or little round half moon thing on the bill, if that lure is swimming to the left, you want to take your needle nose pliers, grab that, and bend it just a tiny tad bit to the right. And if your bait is swimming too far to the right, you want to go in reverse, and you want to bend that over to the left. Now, you don't want to go and bend this thing super crazy because it will break off. It is on plastic, of course, but that's the easiest way to tune them, and I find that happens all the time. If I'm throwing crankbaits and I'm throwing it up against docks, and you hit a piling, it could go out of tune. It's a piece of equipment. It's a piece of your arsenal. You're throwing it into some of the roughest, toughest terrain, and it's the four-wheel drive of fishing, and it gets beat up. Now, there is a time where I will want that bait to swim a little left or to a little right. And this is a little secret I like to do is, so if I'm fishing docks and the water's pretty deep underneath the dock, what I'll do is so if the dock is on my left-hand side, if this is the dock, I'll throw this bait so when it swims, it's swimming up underneath the dock. Pretty neat. So I'll actually knock it out of tune just so it'll do that. And same thing with the other side. If I have a dock on this side, I'll make it where it's going to swim underneath that way. So real basic, real simple video. I just wanted to get it out there. But yeah, you just take your needle nose pliers, bend that thing just a little bit to the left or right, and you'll be good to go. And sometimes you'll have to do it a couple times. Like you have to bend, if it's going to the right, bend to the left, flip it out a little bit, test it, see how it's going. But you want that bait to go as true in the water as possible and just to get bit. And that's it. Simple video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys learned something. And I'll see you on the water.